What's going on, everyone? Chris with the To The Window Sports Betting Podcast here. Today is Saturday, June 13th, 2026, and I want to give you guys some action for this weekend to keep your eye on with the FIFA World Cup taking place. So for the matches that are happening this weekend on June 13th and June 14th, these are matches that are going to be taking place across a number of groups: Group B, Group C, Group D, E, and F. So a lot to keep track of. We've got 5 games Sunday, 3 games today on Saturday. That is 8 games in total. I'm going to give you guys a quick run through of what to bet or what not to bet with these matchups as we get ready for a fun weekend of footy. So let's dive right into it. First things first, all the match times I'm listing will be Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S. The first match we have is in Group B, and this is Qatar and Switzerland. This is a 3 o'clock kickoff. And as I'm looking at the books right now, as you might imagine, Switzerland is a heavy favorite in this one. I've got minus 460 here on Bovada. I am also seeing for them, it looks like the best number I'm seeing in some books is going to be as low as 300s, which you'll see in more of your international books. MGM at minus 425, Caesars minus 360. I think we all pretty much agree that Qatar is not going to be long for this tournament. Even looking at an over here, the over is at minus 152. There is value in betting an under, but I don't see any way that an under is going to be in play here. I'll be honest with you guys. Don't waste your time betting this one. This is something to watch, put on in the background, but the real games will be happening after that. Moving on to later in the day, you will have a kickoff between Morocco and Brazil. This kickoff is at 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And I've talked about this one a little bit before on the pod. Morocco being favored at 460 to win outright, I love. I'm seeing plus 290 for a draw. Again, I'm looking at Bovada first before checking other books. I'm seeing Morocco plus 450 in some places, as high as plus 500 in some international books. Right around 450 is what you're seeing in most places. I love Morocco for a value play here. I think there's an opportunity to shock the world, but I also know there's been a couple of injuries. I don't know as much about what those injuries. They're not like Brahim Diaz or anybody like that, but I do wonder about Morocco coming in maybe a little bit more banged up. Honestly, as we get closer to kickoff, I'll probably pivot to a draw. And I love the under on this at 2.5. It's only minus 111 there. There's not going to be a lot of goals scored in this game. Okay. I'm pretty convinced on that. So definitely leaning under 2.5 for sure. And then if I can get Morocco draw, no bet, I'm going to take that to the window as well. And then the late kickoff on Saturday, Scotland and Haiti. I'm seeing right now Scotland favored in this, minus 175, Haiti plus 450, a draw at 320. That's pretty consistent across most of the books. As I come back to Bovada, pretty similar there as well. Haiti plus a goal. Scotland's not going to win by more than a goal. I do think Scotland wins this matchup. I don't think Scotland makes it through the group, but I think Scotland can win this matchup potentially. Their fans are already going absolutely crazy and drinking Boston out of beer. I love it. And so for me, the play in this one, screw it. My family's from Scotland. This is a homer pick. I'm not doing this for money. Scotland, minus 174, taking that to the window right now. After that, we move to late Saturday night / Sunday morning, and we have Australia playing Turkey. This is first match for both teams, and again, this is which group are they in? I'm now having a brain fart moving from too many tabs. This is the first game for them both in Group D, and Australia and Turkey. I'm literally about to have a meeting at some point today with a friend who is Australian, and with all due respect to her, Australia's not going to do anything in this tournament. Thanks for being there, guys. Turkey is good, loaded with professionals. Again, been training and insane heat in Arizona to get ready for this. For me, seeing the play here, Turkey at minus 139 to win is not awful. They're being given a goal, it looks like, at minus 118 even. I may just take Turkey straight up to win. Draw plus 270. I mean, if you're from the Gold Coast or from that part of the world, go for it. But Turkey's going to win. Again, the group stage, guys, there's going to be a lot of chalk here. So really, if you're going to be making money, it's going to have to be in parlays. And honestly, the reason for that is as I get to, excuse me, the next game that's happening on Sunday, Germany and Curacao. Germany minus 2,800 to win. Curacao plus 3,000. Again, this is not a goal that's even, or a game that's even worth betting. Germany minus 3.5 is the line, guys. And honestly, they might cover it. Over is set at, I'm seeing 4 and 4.5 here. There's no money to be made here unless you're going to bet a shit ton of money just to make a few bucks back on Germany, or you want to parlay it with something else. But the odds are stacked so highly, I don't even see why it's worth betting on. So Germany and Curacao, we're going to hold on that one. The one that intrigues me, Netherlands and Japan. Netherlands being given a half goal as the favorite. They're minus 103. Japan plus 275 to win. A draw plus 255. That is pretty. I'm looking across the other books now, and those numbers are pretty consistent across all the books, wherever you're going to look. For me, I feel like the potential play here, I really want to pick Japan, but also I root for a club that's like a third Dutch players, it feels like. So it's kind of going against my own intuition here. I'm not going to pick a winner. I do like over 2.5 in this matchup. I'm seeing plus 102 right now. That for me is going to be, although I look in Bovado and it's minus 108. So I'm gonna put it on my bet slip, but I'm gonna come back to it to see if it moves. And again, the only way we're gonna make a lot of money on these is to parlay, guys. From there, we move to Ivory Coast and Ecuador. This is gonna be a spicier game than people realize. This is probably gonna be the most entertaining game of the first 4 days of the World Cup, of this first weekend, definitely. These teams are gonna get up and down, lots of speed. I fully expect Ivory Coast is the underdog here, but both teams, well, they're getting plus half a goal, and Ecuador is minus half a goal. You got Ivory Coast plus 260 to win, Ecuador plus 140, a draw at 178. Over under at this is set at 1.5. That, man, I don't know about that. Where are they playing again? Let me consult the robots here. They're in Philly. Okay, so the sun will be going down. It'll be humid, but it won't be insanely hot at 7 o'clock as it would be if this were a middle of the afternoon game. If you're telling me I'm not taking the under, you've got money there to be made on either winner if you pick it. I might actually go for the draw here. I think that both of these teams are going to go for it. I love an over, and I'm taking a draw in that matchup. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to be bummed when one of them doesn't finish second in the group. And then the last one for the weekend, Sweden and Tunisia. This is going to be Sunday evening here on the East Coast. Sweden and Tunisia. Sweden's being given a half goal as a favorite, minus 110 overall. Tunisia plus 330 to win, plus 245 for a draw. And as we consult the other books as well, pretty similar action here. You can actually get plus 100 for Sweden to win in some case. If you can get plus money for Sweden to win this game, take it. Don't outthink the room on this. So I don't love Sweden as much as previous iterations of Sweden, but I love them a lot more than Tunisia, with all due respect to Tunisia. So I'm going to take Sweden to win that one. It's boring. Plus 120 for over 2.5. I don't know if we're going to have over 2.5 goals in that game. I'm going to stick with just Sweden to win straight up for now. So that's kind of those are the bets that are jumping out to me for this first weekend of the World Cup. I'll give you guys a quick recap and get out of your hair. For Ivory Coast and Ecuador, we are going over 1.5/2 goals. I'm taking a draw in that matchup. For Haiti and Scotland, this is my blatant homer pick, and I'm picking Scotland to win. Netherlands and Japan, I'm going over 2.5 in that one. May even add in Japan to win at the last minute. We'll see what the books do. Sweden, Tunisia, same thing there, taking Sweden to win that one at minus 110. Guys, that's what I have for you for the first weekend of the World Cup. Hope you've enjoyed the game so far, and I hope you enjoy all the games we have to come. As always, please like, subscribe, share, comment, anything you can do to engage with our content. Hugely beneficial to Jemiah and I. We're on a road to 500 subscribers. Help us get there, guys. So, again, this is Chris with To The Window. Follow up with you guys on Monday. Talk about the remaining group stage games and what happened over the weekend. Enjoy the footy. We'll catch you soon. Later.